Learning more about commercially grown fruits and vegetables. PLU codes. PLU codes are price lookup numbers, and you will find these numbers on the stickers used for identification purposes in grocery stores and supermarkets to help checkout time in such stores be more accurate, easy, and fast. By noticing the PLU number, you can determine whether the produce was grown organically, genetically engineered, or conventionally grown with synthetic fertilizers and pesticides. A PLU code consisting of only 4 numbers indicates produce that has been conventionally grown, also known as traditionally grown. This means that they have been grown using pesticides that, when accumulated in the body, can cause health risks and also harm our environment, including the waters of our earth. Pesticides include, but are not limited to, the following titles: herbicides, insecticides, bactericides, fungicides. For more detailed information as to the dangers of conventional pesticides, please subscribe to this channel and see my video on pesticides. A PLU code having 5 numbers which begin with a 9 indicates produce that is organically grown and is not genetically engineered. Organic fruits and vegetables are healthy for our body, mind, and spirit, and for the planet as a whole that we live on, which is also a living being. A PLU code having 5 numbers which begin with the number 8 tells us that the produce was genetically modified, also known as GE or GMO. Anything grown from GE seed is not organically grown. The current leader in genetic engineering, the Monsanto Company, says that there are currently 8 commercially available GMO crops. They are soybeans, corn, cotton, alfalfa, sugar beets, canola, papaya, and squash. Many years back, I recall tomatoes being one of the main GMO crops that were made available to the general public. However, as the www.gmo-compass.org site says, tomatoes were the first genetically modified foods to come on the market. Today, they are no longer cultivated. This transgenic tomato, known as flavor saver, had a deactivated gene. This meant that the tomato plant was no longer able to produce polygalactoranase, an enzyme involved in fruit softening. The premise was that tomatoes could be left to ripen on the vine and still have a long shelf life, thus allowing them to develop their full flavor. Normally, tomatoes are picked well before they are ripe and are then ripened artificially. These GM tomatoes, however, did not meet their expectations. Although they were approved in the U.S. and several other countries, tomatoes with delayed ripening have disappeared from the market after peaking in 1998. At this point, no genetically modified tomatoes are being grown commercially in North America or in Europe. Genetically modified tomatoes are not approved in Europe. Applications that were submitted several years ago have since been withdrawn. I suggest you also see whatsonmyfood.org, a new website I have found recently while doing this database that links pesticide food residue data with the toxicology for each chemical, making this information easily searchable for the first time.